All right, Coach. EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on. And we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game as we've got a great one in store between the Chicago Bears and the Washington Redskins. Who will punch the fourth and final ticket to the conference championship round? We'll know soon enough as we are underway here on a January afternoon. They'll run for the first time with Peyton Barber. And he's upended after a gain of 2 out to the 27.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
And he's able to get out to the 32, brought down there.
Brandon, perfect defense in this situation would have meant that there was an incompletion. They would have picked it off. Okay, so they gave up the completion. But I really enjoyed watching how the defense stayed in sync, stayed in great communication. And as he dragged across each zone, you see him pointing, communicating. There he is, and they passed him off to each defender. Ended up making a nice play, even though it was complete.
His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Barber on 1st and 10. And this one's going to go the wrong way, losing yardage back at the 42. It's a loss of a yard there, and it's second down.
It's a loss of a yard. Brings up 2nd and 11 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd and 11 now. Haskins. And this is going to be incomplete. Was trying to get it to bring up 3rd down.
There are a good number of coaches that any time they call an in route are really worried about the play because there's so much traffic ordinarily that the ball has to get through to get to the receiver. And on that play, it was batted down.
Now that'll be tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Aqib Talib. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Well, it was 3rd down. Defensively, they were just hoping to make a play and get off the field, get their offense on. Instead, they did one better. Pick it off, take it into the end zone.
Well, they did what you said. They got off the field.
They're going to have to come right back on.
They're going to come right back on, but happily, right? They put the ball in the end zone. That's the way you start a game. That's the way you set the tone.
And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Redskins take over first down.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They trail here early in this division round game as they seek a spot in the NFC title bout. Running is Barber. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
One thing to keep in mind, partner, especially in the second half, when you've got a running back of this size, of these dimensions, I can just tell you, attrition does set in for a defense because you're excited about hitting him in the first half. Maybe not so much in the second half, and some of these shorter gains turn into bigger runs later.
Now left side, a completion to his tight end. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Throwing now, Haskins on 1st down. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. And this one goes nowhere. Losing yardage on the play back at the 46.
They threw the screen to the perimeter, but to no benefit at all. Tackled behind the line of scrimmage for a loss of yardage.
Watch a slant, watch a slant, watch a slant.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Haskins. And this one complete to Reed. And he'll take this from 147-yard line to the other. A gain of 6.
One of the advantages of zone defense, as I remember it, is being able to see the play develop in front of you. One of the disadvantages, when they find those levels where they can hit you with it. Sometimes behind the corner and in front of the safety, it makes it tough to defend.
Throwing again, here's Haskins. And this is caught by Watkins. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Haskins now rebounding nicely after the interception. He's hit 4 straight to start the drive. It's first down. Here's Haskins to throw. And he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete. Anthony Brown right there to knock it away.
It's always a battle. Who's going to win on first down, the offense or the defense? Let's face it, if you've got the ball, 4 yards or more on first down is what you're aiming for. They tried to throw for it there. Nice effort to knock that one away and bring up second down.
On 2nd and 10, Haskins being chased out left. And that is incomplete here. So back-to-back incompletions. 3rd down here and 10, but you're still in field goal range.
And that's the thing to keep in mind. They're in field goal range. So now you don't take any unnecessary risks, but you try and find a way to get back to what you were doing earlier in the drive in order to finish this one off.
Now yet another incompletion here as they fail to connect on 3rd. Kyle Fuller there defensively. And this will split the uprights. It's right down the middle. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So the scoring drive encompasses 9 plays, and the net result, 3 points.
Take your disappointment and put it aside. 9 plays. Yeah, they want to end up in the end zone with a touchdown. I get that. But sometimes those 9-play drives pay dividends later with another 9-play drive that culminates in a touchdown when they wear down a defense.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 21. Here's the first carry for Tariq Cohen. 3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be 2nd down.
When we see those runs to the perimeter, when we see those runs to the edge, we think about big breakers, don't we? In this case, it was a modest gain, but it does open up possibilities here on 2nd down.
Play action. It's Trubisky. And a big loss here as he's taken down. The DN, Jonathan Allen, making sure his presence is felt. Well, they go play fake. The problem is nobody was faked out.
And when no one's faked out, what's the end result? Quarterback gets hit.
Finding Gabriel complete. In the wild card win last week, he had just 2 catches, and now he's got his first one here. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Almost able to intercept it. That's one he would have liked to have held on to on this first drive. Instead, 2nd down. They'll try again from the 36 on 2nd and 10. Now it's Trubisky. Flush to his right. And that's caught inside the 35. Taking it right down Broadway. Touchdown, Chicago. Mike Davis, 64 yards as the Bears push further out in front. Gold with the extra point after one, a 14-3 ball game. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. They've got to be a little shell-shocked. Down double digits at home in the playoffs. Still in the first half. They've got to turn things around quickly. A run there on first down going nowhere as he stopped right at the 25. Tackle made there by Bilal Nichols.
Doubling this guy has to be a priority before moving up to the next level because the big fella, he just ate that one alive, just stuffed it. In fact, before the game, he was talking to us, and he's like, hey, these pants make me look fat? And we said, nah, man, you're just a whole lot of guy.
He is at well over 300 pounds. He's a big man. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Redskins on 3rd down. They've hit 2 for 4 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. Third down. Here's Haskins. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack in there to drop him for a 6-yard loss, and that will lead to 4th down. So on 4th down, the Redskins will call on Tress Way to punt it away. Back deep, Tariq Cohen. Taken in at the 22. A tremendous return there, 39 yards. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10.
Check 56. Alert. 22 jet bomber. 22 jet bomber. Ran.
Now Trubisky on 1st down. He's got Burton here. And all the way inside the 15 before they drop him. A really nice gain of 25 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. It's a good gain of 11. Sets him up 1st and goal. They'll try to run forward with Davis. And he will push his way forward down to about the 3-yard line. It's a gain of a yard, and it'll set up 2nd and goal. On 2nd and goal, Trubisky.
And a nice job defensively to keep him out of the end zone.
Got his man, and it's caught for a Chicago touchdown. Mike Davis. 2 catches, 2 touchdowns here so far as the Bears push further out in front. Now, he's having a nice little first half here, partner.
And it's a first half that leaves us anticipating what can still come. I mean, 2 touchdowns already here through the 2nd quarter. There could be plenty more before this game is over.
Gold able to tack on the extra point, and the decision to just kick the extra point winds up successful. After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And this, let's face it, an important drive if they're going to get back into this ballgame.
Think about going into the locker room down 21-10 as opposed to 21-3. 21-10, a little more optimism, a little more bounce around the locker room, a little more discussion about how they're going to finish this thing off. 21-3, I think discouragement clouds that locker room.
Yeah, and I think a touchdown much bigger than a field goal on this drive just to get into the end zone and get that momentum. They try and run on 1st down, but this one going to lose a couple yards as they get him behind the line. It'll wind up being a loss of 2, and it'll be 2nd and 12. 2nd down, Haskins. He'll get this to his speedster, Paul Richardson. Touchdown! Washington. Paul Richardson, 52 yards. And the Redskins are able to cut into that deficit. As a former DB, you might not like to see that, but from a wide receiver's perspective, those are the plays they dream of.
Correct on both counts, all right? Because once he took off, I mean, let's face it, that should have been done in Big Sky Country. Aren't any speed limits out there? And off he went. Glad I wasn't the one trying to chase him.
And a pretty good return here. He'll be stopped just shy of the 25 at the 24-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
They'll start things on first with Tariq Cohen. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there.
Not much happening there on 1st down.
I thought there might have been a hole for a split second.
Yeah, but it dried up pretty quickly, didn't it? Closed fast.
Here's 2nd and 7 now from the 28. They go play action. Trubisky. And that'll be incomplete. Good protection that time, and they couldn't hook up on the long one. Now it's 3rd down.
The beauty of being able to play a zone defense when you can sit back and see the ball coming out of the quarterback's hands, guess what? Creates a lot of confusion, kind of a muddle in the middle of the field where you can go make a play on the football.
Now Cohen. And he will get him down a couple yards shy of the first down marker. A nice tackle coming up from his free safety spot. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by in Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. Well, he wasn't too far from breaking that. Officially, give him 15. And it'll be Redskins football now with a 1st and 10. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. I guess they have to feel a little gratified to at least get on the board last time, but still work to do.
No doubt about it. I wonder now if they're going to try to increase the urgency a little bit, maybe pump up the pace, maybe go 2-minute. Who knows? Let's see what they decide to do.
They go play action with Haskins. Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bear sack. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts as they'll talk it over here before what will be an important 3rd down. Now Haskins, 3rd and long. He's going to look deep for Watkins. And he bats it away, and it falls down incomplete.
Certainly looked like they were getting ready to convert there on 3rd down, but what an effort to get his hand on that one, knock it away, and brings up a 4th down decision.
On the return is Cohen. A great return there of 22 yards. And the Bears take over. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They got the lead. Last time had to punt it, though. What's the key to this drive?
I think it's leverage. Big guys up front. You know the motivational speech on the sideline is, guys, give us an opportunity. Protect the passer, create space for our runners, and let's go ahead and get these guys. Low man wins. Let's go do it on this drive.
We'll watch that leverage on this drive. From midfield now, here's Trubisky. And his throw is incomplete. Tajay Sharp, the intended target. And now it's 3rd down.
I know our vantage point might be a little bit better way up here, but that looked like an ill-advised throw to me. I didn't see anything open, and this play just didn't look right from the beginning.
It did not. I thought he might get outside and just chuck it away. Dangerous pass, incomplete. On 3rd down, a run with Cohen. Just a 1-yard pickup there, and it'll be 4th down.
In order to play really good run defense when you're playing a 3-4, those 3 guys up front, the nose tackle and the guys they call the defensive ends, they're usually big people because they're going to have to eat up a lot of blockers because it's usually 5-on-3. And when they do their job well, guys who play on the inside, those inside linebackers, they're able to just roam and hit.
Just a 25-yard punt, not what he was hoping for by any stretch. And there'll be time for maybe one final play before halftime. Final play of the first half, barring a penalty, as they come up on 1st and 10. And they're just going to run it here up the middle. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you down the coast now to Orlando, that's where we find Jonathan Coachman, ready with our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach, a trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. That'll be taken in the end zone. And all that work, but he stopped where he ultimately would have been, and he's simply taken a knee, and that's the 25-yard line. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They built a good first half lead. Now they have a chance to add on to it.
And what I'm thinking is that the offensive staff spent the entire halftime just working with them on, here's what we think they're going to do to attack us in the second half. Nice first half that we've had, guys, but be prepared for some change-ups. We're going to see them when we kick it off in the second.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Emmanuel Ogbah able to run him down for a loss of 12 that time.
They need to stop to get back into this game, and here's one right to start the third quarter.
Yeah, anytime you go to the lockers with that 2-3 score deficit, you're right. You need that stop, get the football back, and they've done just that.
Series to series, play to play.
Now a deep ball going to be caught here near midfield. A really good pickup of 28 yards.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Despite the blitz, they're still able to pick up a nice, solid gain. The disadvantage of blitzing often alters the normal spacing and run fits and leaves creases like they were able to exploit right there.
This is Cohen, and he's got this down to the 35. A Chicago first down there on a gain of 11.
They're trying to show that they can run the ball and protect this lead. Give it to the backs, play a little bit of keep away, don't you think?
And that's probably a good philosophy at this point, going to make that defense stand up and stop them. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. Oh, and this ball's tipped and intercepted. Picked off by Landon Collins. First possession of the 3rd quarter, an interception, so maybe a second-half tone setter.
Indeed, and not the tone they wanted to set. That's the equivalent of running out the wrong door and running into your pool instead of running out onto the field. A real dud for that one.
Has that happened to you before?
No, but I've heard stories about teams actually doing that back in the good old days.
Yeah, give him 4 yards there. It'll be 2nd and 6. They'll run it again with Henry. Oh, he's got some breathing room. And he gets this one just shy of the 35 to the 34. 27 yards there, a first down. On 1st down, it's Barber. The linebacker Ryan Shazier there to make the tackle. Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the 3rd quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them.
Jordan Reed! Touchdown, Washington! Jordan Reed, 64 yards, as his guys are back within a single score. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call, but he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
That's fielded in the end zone. They'll bring it back to just about the 25. Call it the 24-yard line. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And there are parts of their last drive they'd like to emulate. Of course, they'd like to forget the inning, the interception. But they did put together, Charles, a nice sustained drive to get him down the field.
Yeah, and unfortunately for them, the only thing that
and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Montez Sweat showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4. After the sack on 1st down, Trubisky, this one into the hands of Burton. And he'll be marked down at the 26 with a gain of 7.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he
nowhere to escape, and he goes down.
Brandon, more often than not, you'd say they've had his number, and we can count them up so far. 1, 2, 3, 4 sacks given up. But guess what? He's still been able to make some plays, and right now they have a lead.
Well, that's going to go in the books as a 55-yard punt. Well done. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. From the 32 now, here's 1st and 10. They'll start on the ground with Barber. Damon Harrison, the one on the stop.
Sometimes with the running game, you've just got to stick with it. Look, it's the 3rd quarter, no time to panic. But that also doesn't mean you just do it the same way you've been doing it the entire ball game. Maybe change up some blocking assignments or run a few different plays, but stay with the overall essence of the running.
And he can't find a receiver, and he's brought down. Leonard Floyd showing his strength and quickness there, a loss of 4.
You know, on these types of plays, we're always looking to assess blame. Okay, where did it break down? Sometimes it's just a great play.
The Bears bring out an extra defender in the secondary now for 3rd down. Off the play fake. Here's Haskins. That's complete to his receiver, McLaurin. And out across midfield down to the 45. It's a gain of 26 as they pick up the first down in the process. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. They'll run on first down. Barber. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2.
Well, partner, I know this type of running back. I mean, this size, this intensity usually gets better as the game goes on. I can just tell you from experience, the first few quarters, oh, you're eager. You come running up there, I'm going to tackle this guy. By the 4th quarter, you're coming up and thinking about it.
And D-line wearing down 4th quarter. Yeah, that's not a guy they want to see consistently. 4 yards the pickup, first down. Haskins looking to throw on first down. He'll find Barber out of the backfield. They'll get a couple yards on that one, and it's a 2nd down.
And we see another pitch and catch there to the running back. This position just continues to evolve. They become just as critical to the passing attack as a lot of receivers, tight ends, because their ability to make people miss in the open field can really generate big plays for an offense.
Throwing again on 2nd down. Haskins. That is incomplete.
NFL quarterbacks work so hard on their mechanics, and they do so much repetition and practice, off-season, the whole deal. They expect it to be autopilot once the games start. That way it eliminates any type of pressure of the game, pressure of people in your face, all of that. That didn't shine through on that throw, though, did it?
No. A little bit of a dangerous pass and off target, too. 12 yards is the pickup, and it's good for a Washington first down. Haskins now 6 for 6 since coming back out of the locker room. It's 1st and 10. From the red zone now, Haskins on first down. Escaping the pressure right. And incomplete. Crisis averted. Almost picked. Instead, 2nd down.
And that's one he's got to be happy to have back. There wasn't a hole open in the zone.
You'd have to think on early downs like that first down there, need to be a little bit more careful.
Yeah, fortunately for him, got a couple more downs to play with.
2nd and 10 now. Haskins flushed out right. Looking for his tight end read, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Kyle Fuller. And now look at him go. The 20. And he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. And a great return as they're finally able to take him down. So that is 2 pick sixes he's thrown in this football game. Now, you take those away, Charles, it's a completely different situation.
It totally is, but guess what? They have to deal with what they have now, okay? So they can't just mentally go, well, if we hadn't thrown those pick sixes, we'd be okay. Here's where you are. Here's where you're going to battle. But guess what? They're not out of it by any stretch of the imagination.
This is taken about 7 yards deep.
The Redskins take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. And last time, decent field position through the pick 6. Obviously costly.
But they can't afford to just bunker in now. Good field position means go ahead and attack on offense. Try and press the advantage a little bit. They just have to be better with the football on this possession.
So the last one didn't bother you too much last time?
No, because it's exactly what you're supposed to do. You can't have good field position, not try to take advantage of it. Sometimes the defense makes a good play, too.
A Redskin first down. The pickup 15 yards. On first down, it's Haskins. This goes to Barber, the running back. The Redskins now going to use the first of their 3 timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Throwing now, Haskins on first down. Eluding the pressure right. Got his man complete over the middle. That's Barber. And they'll get 8 out of this before being stopped at the 28. Now, after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff works on him, We'll step aside and be right back. To throw again on second down, Haskins. The Redskins on third down. They're at 50%, 4 for 8. This is third down and 12. From the gun, Haskins on third down. Oh, he's going to go for it all. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone.
This defense was definitely alert to the possibility of the deep ball, and they were more than ready for it.
They've got the lead, fourth quarter. Maybe can expect more passes like that downfield. All right, so they needed 2 scores to get back in the game. The field goal there, maybe not exactly what they wanted, but the necessary first step.
There's still time remaining, and there's enough time to get it done. They've got to get at the least a 3-and-out here to get the ball back, preferably a takeaway.
And the decision to bring it out will cost him about 5 yards as he'll get this only back to the 20. The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. They're going to try the jet sweep. Robinson with it. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Allen Robinson, 57 yards as the Bears push further out in front. They talked about stringing together some explosive plays here in the playoffs. That was a pretty explosive play.
It certainly was, and if you're going to win on the road, it certainly helps to have big playability in your hip pocket, doesn't it?
After the touchdown, it's Robbie Gould now to kick it away. That's fielded in the end zone. And the decision to come out is going to cost him 5 as he's taken down right at the 20. The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off by Adrian Phillips, and he will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Oh, this is becoming tough to watch. I don't know that I've seen 3 pick sixes from the same quarterback in the same game.
And I know that many are going to scream at the coach about why did you let him stay out there to throw those. But truthfully, what are the odds that you're going to throw 3 pick sixes in a game? You want to leave them out there so they can work through some of the rough stuff.
Out there ready for this next drive, the Redskins offense. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time. But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move.
Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Leonard Floyd, credit him with a sack, and it goes as a loss of 6. Protection certainly going to need to be a bit better here on 2nd and 16. Now a desperation throw deep downfield, and that'll be incomplete. The flag was down, so they took a shot, thinking it's on the defense. Let's see. So they will accept the penalty and move forward. So they'll come up after the incompletion for 2nd down. On 2nd down, here's Haskins. He's going to let it fly. That's caught inside the 20. And they get this all the way inside Chicago's 10. A huge play there for Washington. 54 yards. Here's Haskins out of the gun. And that's going to be knocked away in the end zone. It's incomplete. He was looking for Paul Richardson there, but it'll be 2nd and goal. Nothing on first down, so the ball remains at the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Khalil Mack. Who else? He's in there for his 4th sack of the afternoon. And they're moving on to the conference championship. How about this?
What a tremendous feeling to get to the game that can get you to the Super Bowl. A fantastic season. Unfortunately, for the other team, a tough, tough way for it to end.
So that's a wrap for Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin. And this has been a presentation of the NFL on EA Sports. For more, check us out at easports.com. So long, everybody.